Hello, everyone. Mr. Bell again, and this is a follow up session to the one at St James's Park on how to revise. You'll remember we started by looking at things such as problems with revision, like being distracted by technology and using flashcards wrongly and overestimating your own knowledge. And we looked at all of those things. So you should have this your A3 sheet and your flashcards from last time. And let's remember that students who succeed are organized, motivated, believe they can build their own knowledge, they do it little and often, and they own a range of strategies. So I'm going to quickly review some of these things with you and then give you some opportunities for you to build upon these things. So let's have a look at Nathan's revision. Let's have a look at Nathan's revision. Well, this is on your handout there. And what's effective about Nathan's revision? Right, let's have a read. Nathan knew that to revise properly, he'd need a technology blackout. He made his bedroom look more like an office during his GCSE revision. Just after dinner, Nathan would switch off his phone and check his revision plan. He would start with a quick flashcard challenge, mixing up his cards from his different subjects before testing himself. Next, he'd challenge himself with past questions or simply seeing what he could recall with a blank piece of paper before ticking them off his revision plan. After 45 minutes, Nathan would grab a snack before getting back to his revision. He would end with the nightly ritual of returning to his revision plan to set targets the next day before relaxing for an hour before bed. Let's look at what makes Nathan successful. Well, Nathan is aware of certain things that need to happen, such as he is getting rid of his technology and he's organizing his room into an office. The just after dinner bit shows that Nathan is starting to timetable things. He's putting a timetable in place for when he can do things. He's switching off his phone, he's removing his distractions, and his revision plan shows that he's organized. He does a quick flashcard challenge because he knows how to use flashcards really effectively. That warms him up brilliantly before he moves on to past questions. He then ticks things off his revision plan once he's done things. So he uses his revision plan not just as a way to punish himself, but as a way to reward himself. He then rewards himself by grabbing a snack before getting back to his revision. And then he ends his nightly ritual of returning to his revision plan to set his targets. Nathan is being what we call metacognitive. Cognitive is thinking. Meta means going beyond. So he's going beyond thinking. He's ultimately thinking about his thinking about his understanding of things. So Nathan is showing deep levels of thinking about what is going on here. And he's got himself extremely organized. He's probably got a spaced revision plan. Remember, we talked about blocking, where you do everything in large chunks, and spacing, where you do little and often on each subject. Remember that spaced study is better. 7% improvements for students who plan out spaced revision plans. That equates effectively to 1 grade difference in biology and possibly 2 grades difference in English. 7% higher from spacing out your revision plan. So we might do a week on Jekyll and Hyde, a week on Macbeth, a week on Power and Conflict Poetry, a week on Inspector Calls, back to Jekyll and Hyde, back to Macbeth. Or you may do that per day. So, opportunity one providing you for today, you could make yourself a spaced revision timetable. Opportunity two, let's remind ourselves about flashcards. The don'ts of flashcards: don't simply rewrite your flashcards as you would notes. They need to have a challenge. They're a way of testing yourself, not simply rereading information. So make more flashcards. Let's remember the principles of flashcards. You retrieve the knowledge, you reorder it into piles of know it, not sure, don't really know it, and then you repeat it. Over to you. You can make flashcards. We looked at Inspector Calls or homeostasis at St James's Park. You can do it on any topic that interests you. Opportunity three, you could make or create some kind of graphic organizer. Here we have a double bubble on the top side here comparing Eric and Gerald's characters. That'd be perfect for trial exam revision for English because you are doing an Inspector Calls. You could do this kind of sequencing thing with a stimulus response one, or you could do the completing a graphic organizer mind map task. So any of those are great opportunities for you. 3 opportunities for you: spaced revision timetable, create a set of flashcards, or create a graphic organizer. Any of those things are great opportunities for you. It says here your tutor has the maths topics. That's going to have an updated from last year, but you probably know what your topics are, so you can start to create a revision timetable during this session. I'm sure there's loads of other things you could be getting on with, but hopefully this is a useful reminder from St James's Park. Work hard, everyone, and you'll be brilliant. See you later.